Okay, I wanted to do this screen recording and like audio version of explaining what is happening in Dynasty this season because I feel like the changes are just too complex for me to just type it all out in the group me and make it all make sense to everybody. So I'm just gonna go over this little itinerary and little brochure of changes that I put together this morning. So just to start, the rule changes that got passed were the adding of an additional IR spot. So now we have two IR spots, and then we also passed a vote that said there will be no third place money back. That'll be replaced by the regular season winner. And that'll be determined by the best overall record. And if there's a tie, then it'll go for the most points for out of the two teams or multiple teams that have the best record. We're adding rivalry week this year. This is something that I did in another one of my leagues, and it was very popular because what it does is I edit the schedule so that this is a team that you will play once a year. So you will only play them one time in the regular season, and if you guys match up in the playoffs, then that's just an added bonus. But you only get to play them once, and then you'll have the bragging rights for that season. And I'm wanting to make this a year on year rivalry so you can have like the same expected team you'll play against each week on week 4, and that'll just keep you invested in that. And I put this together as best I could of what I guess the quote unquote rivals would be. Um, I'm not sure if you have any problems with it. Please let me know so that I can change it. But I just my thought process here. Bart versus Chris. They just always jawing. Joe McCardle, the big little scenario. Shelf versus Rob, pledge class going together. Uh, Steve and Thad always jawing at each other. Me and Slab because he won't ever respond to my trade offers. Jerk. um, Going to Division Warfare. This was really fun. I did in another league, and it was introduced to me a very, very, very long time ago. I've been in a Division Warfare league for years, and you can kind of read right there what it says. But essentially, I put this at weeks 8 and 9 so that it keeps people invested even throughout the regular season, where maybe you're like, I don't know, 2 and 6 by week 8, but you're probably not going to make the playoffs, but you still have an incentive to play and still have to be held accountable by people in your division so that you still have a chance to win some money. With Division Warfare, we split up the pot and changes out the entire payout structure, as you can see right below there. So it's over 2 weeks, and each win that you get will accrue a point for your division. So I used a random generator for these. I'll show you right here. I used this comment picker random generator to make the divisions. So I didn't, you know, pick favorable matchups or anything. That was all the computer. So we have, Nick versus Joe. All these teams. Right? Oh shoot! All these teams right here. Nick, Thad, Chris, Slab, Rob. We're in the same division. So say I beat Joe, Thad beats McCardle, Chris beats Steve, and then Slab beats Shelf, Rob beats Bart. That means that we will have 5 points for week 8. So then in week 9, the other division, Joe McCardle, Steve, Shelf, Bart, they will have to get 5 wins, basically win out all their games for us to be tied at 5-5. And in that scenario where it is tied, the pot just gets split in half. Everybody gets the entire collective. Right here it says 375. So everybody gets something. So everybody gets $37.50. Now say all the people in my division win this week, and then say all the people except for, I don't know, Slab win. So it's still 9-1 point wise. So obviously we win. So 5 people, all the people in our division, will get $75 each. So dividing that based off the winners. Um, this is something that's fun. It turns, I guess, would be rivals into teammates also. Like you have who up here, Joe and McCardle. They're rivals for week 4. Well, now you know, now they're teammates. Now they rely on each other to win. Steve still against that. I guess that's the only one, but still, that's pretty cool. And something that I'm implementing this year in my other league, as you'll see here, best overall team manager during division warfare will gain the right to be captain for division draft during the offseason. So this is something cool that I added. I thought it would be fun. So let's say that, all right, during these 2 weeks, I go 2-0, and I have the most points for out of my division, out of Nick, Thad, Chris, Slab, and Rob. Say I'm the best performer for my division during division warfare. In the off season, we're going to hold a division draft. So these divisions are going to be changing going forward. So say Joe also has, 2 wins and the most points for in his division. Me and Joe are now captains, and we can draft and pick our division that we want for next season. So first overall pick will basically be determined by points for, is what I'm going for on this. So next in the off season, I have the first pick. Say I wanted, McCardle's team, or who was a real good team. Say I want McCardle's team because he did good in Division Warfare. I like his dynasty that he's building up. I think he has a really good chance to be an asset to my division next season. With my first pick, I'm going to pick McCardle. So now McCardle is in my division. And say Joe, he wants to keep Steve. So now Steve is still in his division. And then I go on to the next pick. I want to pick anybody that's left. Chris, Slab, Rob, Shelf Bar. It's just like a draft. It kind of makes it fun and increases your chances to be in a division where you still get a chance to win some money down here. All right, now moving on to the pot. This is just something that I put up, and let's see if I can put up 2 at the same time. Side by side. Okay. This is I'll go vertical right now, but I'll do this. All right. So for this one, our pot is $1,000. Regular season winner, which replaces third place money back, is $100 because we all put in $100. The Division Warfare pot is going to be $375. I kind of already explained how that works out there. Second place will receive $210, and first place will receive $315. Now, as you can kind of guess, regular season winner is more than likely going to be first place or second place. Now, obviously, that's the rule, not the exception. Obviously, regular season winner could lose in the first round, but it's just, the rule versus the exception. So this one is more friendly towards Division Warfare that gives everybody the opportunity to make some money and more money. This one down here, alternative, is more winner friendly, I guess, overall winner friendly, because, up here you have the potential of $310 if you do that, or $415 if you do that. But down here, I brought down the Division Warfare pot to 250. So the winning division, 5 people would get $50 each, and in the case of a tie, everybody would get $25 back, which is a quarter of what you put into it or a half of what you put into it if you're not gonna win at all. This one though has the opportunity to win $490 or $360. So that one's more winter friendly. This one's more league friendly, I guess. But I would put this. This is a strictly hypothetical. I would put this out to a vote or have you guys discuss any of it. So that's just what the payout would be. I know there was some discussion about raising the entry price, but that's another topic to be had later. These are some previous changes that were added, and these are completely open to debate to keep, add, or subtract. This is something that I admit I did unilaterally uh, last off season to make it more, I don't know, fun, I guess, or different, interesting. I don't know. I am completely okay with deleting these or getting rid of these or adding to these. We're keeping them. It's fine. I probably should have, had some discussion on that. But, 40 plus yard, you get extra point. 40 plus yard TD, 2 points. 50 plus yard TD, 3 points. The two that these last three are the ones that I really liked. Kind of benefits your defenses here. I think this is how Thad got that 30, 40 point game out of the Browns. 3 and outs, 1 point, fourth down stop, 2 points. And then the field goal miss of 19 yards. I just feel like F your kicker if he can't do that. You deserve points off. So let's talk about that. And then just some fun facts, league history here that I wanted to put in here. Thad coming in first. Chris coming in first. Bart has been in the last 3 twice, but never won it all. And also, Bart has the best all-time record of 28, but has never won it all. These 3 teams have never made the playoffs, Steve, McCardle, and Shelf. Most points for all time is Chris with 4,226, but Bart is right behind that. Bart is 4,219 from what I saw. And then the all-time weekly high score was from Thad at 227 points on week 8, 2022. And the most individual player points that were ever put up in our league was by Mike Evans on Rob's team, but that was week 17. So we weren't even playing a matchup. It was just like a Mr. Irrelevant game. And I was like, I would add that, but it kind of doesn't really matter. But that's pretty cool, 60 points in a game. Just wish it was obviously something that got you into playoffs there. But so this is, I guess, our newsletter that I created for you guys. I hope it made it more clear versus me trying to type out everything and make it make sense. It just seems easier to say this on this recording. So I'll keep you guys updated and we'll put some polls out. Let me know what you think. I'll send you an email this too if you guys want later.